King, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause, and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
It's alright, man.
Can you go to court?
Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna count the time. You can bring your mom and daddy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Right to the air is Carr. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare bones runs. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
At their own 24.
They run here with the 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. It's Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders set. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Abdullah to return.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw his car. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down at 6. Carr going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it left side to Johnson. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They go with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found his way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now, Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Carr.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josey Jewell. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Rising now on to punt this one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Carr now on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Raiders! Mack Hollins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
On 1st down, Carr.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Amir Abdullah.
And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
22 yards there, a first down.
Now Wilson, and he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
That's caught left side by Judy.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They go back to the ground with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Broncos 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 27, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good. Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run it play. So we will see. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will extend their lead even further.
So that's CD an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Neil Farrell
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nichols in there to take him down.
Remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. Carr down to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Runs over him. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr. His pass caught at the 4. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll get this one to Patrick. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. To throw is Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Taken down for
for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 15.
Carr going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12 by Raiders on the 4th down.
So this one a victory for the